Hey everyone, Tal here. Hope you're doing healthy and hanging in there. In this video, I'll be drawing the protagonist of one of my favorite manhwas called Solo Leveling. The character's name is Jin-woo. For this piece, the materials I'll be using are a pencil and 2 brush pens, as well as 300 GSM paper. That's pretty much just a fancy way of saying it's thick paper. And the reason I use thick paper is because I don't want the water to bleed through it. So as usual, I start off with a pencil just to get the rough outline down. As you can see, I leave out quite a lot of the details except for when it comes to the face of the character, just because I want to get that right. And I feel like with parts like the armor, I can just improvise that. Now you see me switch between 2 of the brush pens. This first one for the black outlines is just full of black ink, and the green one that you see is just full of water. Alright, once I've got the pencil down, I like to go over the entire image using the black ink pen. Now, just for the helmet, you see me using the green pen as well. That's just a kind of experiment. I wanted to see how the water would turn out and how the ink would settle after it dried. So I go back to outlining the entire piece, and I only really shade in the complete dark areas. And later on, I'll go over and add different tones by using more or less water mixed in with the ink. Now, a bit about the manhwa. If you haven't read it and you're into manga or manhwa, read it. In fact, I don't know how you've missed it. It's really awesome. The art is just incredible. Every page is colored. The main character is really cool, and I don't want to spoil it, so yeah, but if you're really into RPGs and the whole leveling up and item concept, then this will definitely be one that you'd enjoy. It's currently on break, waiting for the next season, but in the meantime, the same studio which puts it out has also put out another manhwa called Overgeared, which is it's a really cool manhwa as well, so check that out. Well, pretty much while we wait for the next update. Cool, so over here I'm moving on to just doing the main character. A cool thing about this piece, especially the art style of the manhwa, it allows for this leeway for me to get really messy with it. That's also why I thought that it'd be nice to use brush pens here, because in a lot of the panels you'll see a whole bunch of flowing effects. Awesome. Now I finally start to use the water with the ink. It's pretty much just a game of push and pull and just letting the water do its thing, just like watercolors, I guess. What's awesome about this part is control. Well, the limited amount of control that you have. A lot of the time we want to be in control of things. With this, you just let the water do its thing, don't overthink it. You push the ink on the surface of it and hope that it ends up bleeding on the page in a way that looks nice, but what you get is, I don't know, sometimes it's nice just to see what the ink makes of itself. You see that in the cape, and yeah. Right, after a while you can just utilize the ink which is already on the page of the outline just by using the water pen, and this lets you get some really nice light tones. We're nearing the end of the video. Thanks so much for watching. I really enjoyed working on this piece, and I highly encourage you to try a brush pen. You can pick them up for rather cheap at a shop. Otherwise, other alternatives would be watercolors, or just mixing in water with ink, I suppose. You can just buy a bottle of ink, get a brush, and a whole bunch of water. Right, so have fun, and I hope everyone's doing well, especially through this quarantine. It can be very taxing mentally, so just reach out if it gets hard. I mean, I'm not saying to me, if you want, but hope everyone's doing alright. Well, anyways, thanks so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you did like what you see and you do want to see more, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It does help me out with putting out future content. Either way, I've got a lot of time to finally get through some drawings and videos, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Thanks again. Bye.